So I just want to talk about that second step. And the second step is say we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. See, after we had some experience in that first step, we began to see that a lot of the things that we did to use or continue our use, a lot of the behaviors that we had was insane. And the definition of insanity, as far as the program is concerned, is doing the same thing, expecting different results. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. But see, there's a level of insanity that goes far deeper than that. When we're talking about doing the same thing, fully aware of what the consequences are going to be over and over again, telling ourselves it's going to be different, then proceed to do it anyway. See, that's a deeper level of insanity. So in coming to believe, that despair begins to turn into hope. And then you begin to know that if these folks come down here, if they can do it, then guess what? Then I can do it too. And that's where the hope comes in. That's how you come to believe. When you see other people like me who struggle in addiction, and then you see us and we looking good and we drive good and we come down and we share a sufficient message of recovery that an addict, we say any addict can stop using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. See, you have to believe that it's a power that's capable of restoring you to sanity. And when you sit there and you start to see that you have a power that's capable of helping you, you come to believe that there's a power that's capable of helping you with that insanity, man. You're well on your way from that point, right? I know what my power deemed for me to do and the things of that nature. So guess what? I conduct myself like that power is watching all the time. That power is capable of not only restoring me to sanity, but allowing me to go through my day, carrying me through my day. With me checking in, you got humility, you got open-mindedness, you got faith, and you got trust. See, you got to be open-minded in order to receive the help that you need, and that's a humbling experience. You got to humble yourself before that power and conducting yourself in a manner to which you begin to believe that you're not that powerful. You're not that power. Then you got faith, because you can't see how your life is going to get better. You can't see how this power is going to work in your life. So you begin to have to trust in that power, man. Not knowing that this whole time a fundamental change in your ideas and a fundamental change in your behaviors is taking place. Because now you begin to see how your behavior is tied into the using. So it's not the using the drugs, it's just a symptom of this disease. You begin to see that you too can be restored to some sanity. That you don't have to make the same mistakes over and over again. I'm going to end with this. See, sanity means that you allow yourself to make mistakes and you learn from those mistakes. That's what a sane person does. When they make mistakes, they learn from those mistakes. And they begin to say, if it didn't work for them, guess what? Then 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work for me. So today I don't have to continue to beat myself up over some things that I did. I like the first step of mission because it said that I had to admit that I was powerless and my life has become unmanageable. You can see the unmanageability in everything that an unmanageable person does. The inner unmanageability causes the outward powerlessness. So it's the things that I believe about myself, the low self-esteem and the low self-worth and abandonment issues, the total neglect, not only for myself, but for the people that love me. And then I don't look at what nobody else did to me in this step process until later on. We talking about what Nitrin has did to Nitrin. Yeah, so I needed a restoration to some sanity. I'm going to end with this. It's just like saying that I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do something no more. And then when I find myself doing those things, it lowers my self-esteem, man. Yeah, it takes away my ability to believe in myself. So I sit up here and say that I'm not going to do something and find myself doing those things and then beat myself up for doing them, man. After I made a conscious decision to do them. So this morning, man, we going to get started with some hope. This morning, we going to get started with some trust. This morning, we going to get started with some faith, man. Bring it on in. Just for today, you never have to use again. And that's an amazing feeling. I'm going to ride all the way with you, man, from the carpenter's son. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And always remember that it's always darkest before dawn. That you never have to use again. The promise is freedom. When it's all said and done, our primary purpose can be only one thing. And that's to carry the message to the addict who still suffer. Because that's all we have to give. And thank you guys for allowing me to share.